Before we get out of here, give me one reckless prediction for 2019.
We talked a little bit about the FANGs. I mentioned Facebook. I think Facebook ends up profitable here for the year. Reckless prediction here, of course, not investing in Facebook for 1 year. I own the shares, not investing just for 1 year. But I think the stock at about 140 really hit some struggles. Obviously, we've talked a lot about them over the year on the show here and written a lot about them. I think that stock rebounds a little bit in 2019, continuing to figure out how better to solve the challenges they're having. And I think they're not done. They have some work to go. And I also, from a reckless prediction side, Chris, wouldn't be surprised if Sheryl Sandberg is not there by the end of the year.
I think you buried the lead. I think that's the more. I think that's the more surprising.
It's not
prediction.
My stronger reckless prediction of the two. So, but I think Facebook sees a little bit of a rebound in there. I think they get some things right. It's obvious. It's hit these struggles, and they've had some culture clashes. I think internally that's been a struggle, and I think they kind of get that worked out this year. So, Facebook. Can I go with a non-financial, non-stock reckless prediction for you, Chris?
Absolutely.
I think Ireland wins the World Cup of Rugby played in Japan this fall. They take down the All Blacks of New Zealand. They had a great 2018, and I think they have a shot to dethrone the All Blacks of New Zealand at the Rugby World Cup held in Japan this fall.
I would love to see that. I can also think of a couple of listeners that we have in New Zealand who are very angry.
They might be. Listen, they're a phenomenal team. I mean, they're like the Patriots, right? Like I mean, this is why it's reckless. This is why it's reckless. But it was a great year for them last year in rugby.
In the wake of last night's college championship game, I thought you were going to make a prediction about the University of Michigan.
I went there, man. I mean, I don't know if Harbaugh is there by the end of the year. I don't know that, but I was not ready to make that prediction. And listen, my wife, with Urban Meyer leaving OSU, she said, "Hey, maybe you have a shot to actually beat Ohio State this year." And so I was going to make that my reckless prediction, but I didn't go there.
Somewhere there's an offshore betting outlet that has a pairs bet that they've just created, and it's basically who lasts longer in 2019 in their current place of employment, Jim Harbaugh or Sheryl Sandberg. Let's bring in our man behind the glass, Dan Boyd. Dan?
Andy, I love your enthusiasm about the Irish rugby team. But I just want to say, I don't think it's a reckless prediction to predict that the winner of the Six Nations Cup in 2018 is going to win the Rugby World Cup in 2019. I don't consider that reckless. I
don't know. I think the gap between New Zealand and the rest of the world is still pretty high. So I'll disagree with you on that. But thanks for the call.
That's like saying, okay, so the number 1 and number 2 teams are playing in the Super Bowl. I think the number 2 team is going to win. Yeah, real reckless. Andy.
I don't know, man. I still think that's nobody thought that the Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl last year.
There you go. Although I will point out, Dan does have experience as a college rugger.
Yeah, he may know it better than me, but I just think that I'm excited to see if they can take down the All Blacks.